What's the definition of Drainz?
Welcome, motherfuckers.
Yeah, man, so we about to enter the burn right now, whole burn right now, aka HB, aka Shotgunville. You know what I'm saying? We're going off the 4th Street Bridge right now, you know. Got my cold ones in my hand, you know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful day, man. Sunday, man. Most favorite day of the world, man. It's cool, it's peaceful, man. I like peace. About to hit my man Ed One's crib up, man. Street Camp Productions. If you wanna know where I get all the hot motherfucking beats, it's right here, man. Homegrown, homie. You know? Alright, yo, we at Street Camp Productions right now. If you're wondering where I get all my beats from, you know what I'm saying? The one and only Ed One, you know what I'm saying? It's my dogs, you know? Born and raised, HB New York too. You know? So every song that's been done on the album, beats was done by my man, you know what I'm saying? So, it's good.
Yeah, man. Street Camp started basically about 4 years ago. I met Moore and found out that I was making beats, you know, up in the lab. And that's where it all started, you know. Came out with a little demo, everybody's feeling it. So now here we are, a couple years later, doing our thing. January, Drainz the Rebel.
Yo, Drainz the Rebel at One. What's your favorite track off the record?
I like them all, you know what I'm saying? They definitely bring the best out of me onto the tracks, you know. Each song has a different meaning to it, and it's gonna hold its own, whatever mood you're in at the time. But I would say my favorite definitely would be the interview itself, because it's real. That sums up the other 3 songs that's on there, including the intro and outro. It sums up everything right there, all in one, about how I really felt at the time when I made that song, and the real meaning of it. You know, have you seen me lately? Like, I'm not doing too good, you know? And it was like some real bad times at that time. So it's really real. It's really real to me. Not like the other songs ain't real, but that's more, because that's more life things that was going on, and it was more personal.
And how about you at One?
Well, I'm a more recent type of cat, and the interview was pretty much the first record that we did.
Yeah, we did it
together,
like 3 years ago, right?
Right.
Like
The interview was definitely the most heartfelt. You know what I mean? This is Drainz. That's it. So definitely, I'd have to say Swervin'. It's a more party type of record. That's, you know, that's just the direction that I would go, you know, as being my favorite. But the interview is definitely, listen to the interview. Just check out the interview. You guys will love it.
Yeah. Ed One, you are a writer, correct?
Yeah.
How do you feel about writing this record? What was going through your mind as you were writing these tracks?
Man, at the time, I was on a different level. I was going through some stuff. Basically, I took it out on the keys, you know. You hear it all through, you know, all through the beats I made on this record. Just real aggressive, real dark, aggressive music, and it worked out for the best. It definitely worked out for the best. What up? This is your boy Ed One, straight from Street Camp Productions. What's good?
Popping in here, spend Dunk Barry, yeah, no doubt. Yeah, my representation out here. I'm going around, you know, representing the burn, pop. project. Drainz is one of his first classics, you know what I'm saying? Trying to keep them taking off the road for the winter time. You know. Really big right here. Catch me in this work and anytime, man. Feel something very simple, nigga, man. I don't need much, you know. Put little dubs on it though, you know what I'm saying? The roof comes off. You know what I'm saying? That's how I floss a little something. Saving it for the summertime, you know? That's all it is. Can't wait to get it back on the road. I gotta hurry up and put a plate on it. This motherfucker's like street shit. You know, I don't like one nigga have nice shit, you know, so don't try to tow my shit or something, you know what I'm saying? Because you ain't supposed to have unregistered vehicles and shit, you know? Fuck them. Alright. That's where Drainz the Rebel stays at, you know what I'm saying? I'm here in the burn, anywhere else, you know? That's why I'm working right now, one room. That's what I do, you know what I'm saying? Back on the grind, hustle of things, you know what I'm saying? Over here, you know, we got the kitchen, you know, holding it down over there. We got the entertainment set, you know what I'm saying? That's all you need. You know what goes down there, what takes place over there, you know. And here, you know, got the bathroom, you know what I'm saying? Little bachelor crib for real, you know? That's what I do. Don't need very much. Rebel don't need much.
Coming to get you, bitch niggas. Have you seen me lately? Lord, you better take me. Cause this world's gon' make me kill a nigga, smash a nigga, rob a nigga, fuck them niggas. Have you seen me lately? Lord, you better take me. Cause this world's gon' make me kill a nigga, smash a nigga, rob.
So we're here with Drainz the Rebel. We're going to be getting to know his life a little bit better, and we'll be talking about his upcoming album called The Interview. Where are you from?
I was born and raised up in Rockland County. Born at Nyack Hospital. Raised and grew up in Hilburn.
And your name is Drainz. What does Drainz mean?
Drainz was a nickname that was given to me by one of my peoples for the lifestyle that I, you know what I'm saying, that I live, you know, with women and, you know, draining the cold ones, you know, and Drainz is what's in the streets, you know what I'm saying? So that's where I got that from. And
you spell your name Drainz with an E instead of an A. Why?
Yeah, I spell Drainz with an E instead of an A, which, you know, I know some people that might look like, oh, that's not what it says. But I spell it that way for the simple fact, if you were to take D-R-E and make it separately, that's Drainz. You know, that's Dre, you know, but you add the N and Z, it just adds this flavor to it. I like the way it looks. So, you know what I'm saying, you get it right, it's Drainz. You know, it might look a little funny, it might, you know what I'm saying, look any other than way it's really said and spelled, but it's, you know, it's Drainz. You know?
So how long have you been rapping?
I've been rapping basically all my life. You know, I've always had it as a hobby, something that I love to do, but I've been getting serious with it for the past 3-4 years now. Mainly like 3 years now. I've been getting really, really serious with it and trying to do something with it.
In your album, The Interview, you talk about rebel life. Can you define what you mean by rebel life?
Yeah, to describe that word, rebel life, basically people gotta know what a rebel means, and what a rebel means is someone who goes against the law. You know what I'm saying? Against the law, and law in society is power, and basically everybody's a rebel. You know, they really don't realize it, but everyday things that they do, they have their own certain way and certain pattern, the way they do things in life, and what they'll do in certain situations, whether it's good or whether it's bad, and that's part of life. So basically, it's rebel life. You know, you take good things, you take the bad things, and that's how you're gonna live life. And whatever you decide to do at that time in the moment, that's what it is. You know, there's the good rebel and there's the bad rebel. You know, so that's basically what that's about right there.
And what kind of rebel would you describe yourself as?
Both of them, because that's why it's like a rebel life type of thing. Because you can be in certain situations where there's, you know, you're going against like 10 dudes and 2 of you are standing over on the other side, but you're in a conflict, and you know, what are you gonna do? So that's what you know, being a rebel is. You got to get out of that situation. And then there's also could be rebel when you're struggling in life, society, you know, with money issues and this and that. You gotta get up on your feet to do what you need to do. That's being a rebel, like, boom, handling your business, basically. Handle your business, get it done, whether it's a good or bad situation.
So what's your take on hip hop and rap of today?
Well, a lot of people know, and a lot of people don't know that there is a difference between hip hop and rap.
Mm-hmm.
You got hip hop, which is the culture.
Mm-hmm.
Rap, to me, I like to call it, real ass people,
Mm-hmm.
because you're dealing with everyday situations. A lot of rappers deal with a lot of real situations in their life that take place. Hip hop is more of the culture type of thing of it. It's more of a, it's a lot different. You deal with real situations when it's rap. That's rap music,
So your album, The Interview, can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, the album The Interview is basically about, my life. It deals with, it's got 4 different songs, including intro and outro. 3 of the songs touch on parts of my life, little by little. But The Interview itself, the song called The Interview, deals with all 3 of them songs in one. If you're really looking to catch the bulk of the album, that's where you're gonna find the bulk of it. What's going on in my life, what was going on, and what it is. So that's basically how that album is and how it was made.
Now, who produced your record?
My man Blue Murphy, he produced it. We got it together like I think it was like 4 months ago, 5 months ago, and we've been doing it, and put it down, man.
And were there any difficulties while producing the CD?
Yeah, there's always going to be some difficulties, man, because as an artist, and if anyone knows, being in the studio, it takes time. It's definitely a time process. You get tired, you got to be able to work with someone who's going to be compatible, because you have certain ways you want to do things. They might have certain ways they might want to do things. You might bump heads, but for the most part, it was really good, man. Because like what he felt, I felt sometimes, and if he didn't feel it, if I said something, he'd feel it, and it was vice versa. So it was definitely really cool working with him and all that. So it was cool. Went down good.
And how long did it take you to make these songs, and how long did it take for you guys to produce this song, or just the CD in general? Yeah.
Well, like I said, we got together like 5 months ago, and we've been working on it for like 3 now. Mm-hmm. So it's, it only took us like 3 months. So it was cool, man. It went by really good, man, with ease.
So how does your music fit in today's music industry?
I really can't answer that because of the fact that the people gotta feel my music, and all I know is my life, and that's how I take it. I make music to have a nice rhythm to it, to be real as possible, but people would have to determine that. My fans and the audience is gonna have to really answer that. You know what I'm saying? How do I fit compared to other rappers of today?
So what's the definition of Drainz?
Let's go.
So what's the definition of Drainz? So what's the definition of Drainz?
Welcome, motherfuckers, to the life of Drainz, bro. I know it's liquor beef, nigga, been piping them dames.
So what's the definition of Drainz?
I just told you, motherfucker, get split with a box cutter. Batch of a juggler, I'm a wild motherfucker. On my heart is tested.